Alright guys, let's try this again. If you will let me know that you're here by saying hello, I would greatly appreciate it. Alright. Hopefully you guys can see me now. Sorry about that. Okay, so what we are going to do tonight is one of my new transfers, and the name of it is actually Together. And I bought this because I tell Corey all the time that my favorite place to be is with him. So when I saw this, I thought that this would be fantastic for any type of wedding, decorations, or an anniversary gift. So we are going to, hey Laura, we are going to marbleize this, and I have four colors that I'm going to be working with tonight, and we are just going to marbleize this whole area. Hopefully the lighting is better tonight because I did, like I said at the beginning, make some changes. So let's get started. I'm just going to move my chalkboard out of the way. So for anybody that is new to watching my videos, this is all Chalk Couture. And hey Dorothy, these are all Chalk Couture products. And what we are working with right this second is a Chalk Couture transfer. These are reusable transfers. They have a silk screening area in the middle, and you can cut these transfers up, use the words in different creations, or you can use them all together. So the very first thing that you want to make sure that you do is write on the back of your transfer before you ever move your transfer off of the carrier sheet. Hey Jasmine, hope you're having a good spring break. And I'm just going to write Together on the back of this. Alright. So when you have a big transfer like this and it is going to be used in one piece, you want to make sure that you pull the carrier sheet from the back of your transfer instead of your transfer from the carrier sheet. That way you are not going to, go ahead, got my helpers here, you're not going to stretch the transfer. Okay, and since this is a brand new transfer, we want to fuzz it up a little bit because as you can see, it is super sticky. If I were to lay this down on my chalkboard, when I try to go and pull it up, it's going to damage my transfer. It would probably stretch it. So all I'm going to do is just lay this on my pants leg, and I'm just going to fuzz it up a little bit. I still want the stickiness there, but I don't want it to be as sticky as it is. And you only have to do this the first time that you're using the transfer. After you get it wet while you're washing these, you don't need to do it again.
Can I help you too?
I've got my two little helpers here. They love to help. So if you hear them in the background, that is why. Okay, I'm just going to stand up. Now this one will be easy to center. Let me just pull this down a little bit more. Alright, so I'm just going to drag this up a little bit. And I'm going to place this right on the chalkboard. Alright. Hey Lindsay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go around all of the silk screen areas because I already see some bubbles. You do not want bubbles in any of the silk screen areas because your chalk paste will come through. So as I'm doing that, everybody in the comments, let me know if you have electricity or not. Because I know that there are still so many people in Wythe County without power. We just got ours on yesterday, which made me super happy. Annie too. Hi, Annie. How was swim practice, sweet girl? Or swim lessons, I guess it was, huh? You're on spring break too. All right. So now that I have it down all along the silkscreen area, I have to have this saying on my kitchen wall. Faith, we can definitely get that. You can put any of our chalk paste on any surface, and then we would just spray it with clear coat so that it will stay. We could definitely make that happen. You can get the transfer, or if it's something that you want me to do, I would be happy to come over as well. She's doing great with swimming. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started. This is Caribbean, and just as a reminder, you will want to make sure that you stir up all of your...
No, you get back here.
No, girls, please don't start arguing. You want to make sure that you stir up all of your chalk paste. This one is aquamarine. Now, I know all of these colors look very similar, and they will be. I do not want this to be straight colors. I really, really want to be able to see just a little bit of difference. This one is custard. Hey, Sandra, I missed you tonight at Zumba. Oh, this is ink. Lord, I just about made a mistake. This is our chalk ink, and I'm so glad I looked at that. Let me grab another color. Hold on. That would have been bad. That would have been bad. Let's see. Let's use this azure. It's a pretty big contrast, but I think that it will be pretty in there.
They have no power.
Laura, would that have not been awful? Who has no power? Faith, you still don't have power either. Hey, Michelle. Long time no see. All right.
Isaac don't have power either.
Isaac doesn't have power. Oh. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just as a reminder, is we are going to just stir up all of our chalk paste. The next ones that I open, I'm going to be super careful not to get it on the side, because as you can see, it dries up when it's on the side. So I am going to make a concentrated effort not to do that. That's what I'm doing. I'm scraping it up on the sides. Let's just get these stirred up here. Laura, are you laughing at me because I almost used ink? How horrible would that have been? I mean, it would have come off because I wouldn't have heat set it, but that would have been the icing on my day, getting chalk boogers everywhere. Girls think that's funny.
Funny about you think.
Laura, so I got your message that you have power now. So you're good to go. And to answer your question, no, I would not put it in. I would not put your order in the cart and wait until tomorrow to pay for it. I made that mistake one time and it was gone, and I was not a very happy camper. So no, I would not do that. I would just wait until you can go through the whole process.
Michelle don't have power either.
Michelle's laughing.
Michelle, you don't have power either?
Our cousin Michelle don't
Oh,
have
our
power.
cousin Michelle. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Michelle Klein.
No. I thought that was our cousin.
All right, guys.
Look at
So, Mackenzie, is there a water mister over? Get that water mister right there, please. I actually got tickled when you told the girls. Oh. I mean, it's an everyday thing. Why do they have to argue? I just don't get it. Okay. So if you can see the difference in this one and this one, this one looks kind of dry. So all you have to do to rejuvenate it is just spray some just regular water in it. And we are going to stir it up again. I'm almost out of this one, but I won a 3-ounce container of this at the thing that I went to last week, which was so informative and so much fun. I see a chalk booger or two.
Ew.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is just use these colors and put them all on here and just mix them all together. Now, the one thing when you're doing this technique is that when you pull the extra off, you can't place it back into the container. So you don't want to use too much because it will not be able to be pulled off and used. But you do want to make sure that you get enough on there that you're covering all of your area.
Michelle?
Now, I'm going to be honest, I've never used all of these colors together, so this is truly an experiment. I really wanted to chalk tonight and try something new, so what better way to do it than live, right?
Tell them that I'm going to go live tomorrow.
Wait, look,
I'm in Dobson. We didn't lose power. Oh, that's a good thing.
we did.
We did. Yes, we did. So let me tell you a little funny story. Amelia and I went out, was it
It was
Sunday night,
Mm-hmm.
and, or not night. Okay, let me get my story straight. Amelia and I went out, oh, that is way too much color right there. Amelia and I went out on Sunday morning, and we were here by ourselves. Okay, we were out by ourselves, and I was trying to get the snow off of my ragtop Jeep and the heat pump and our porch and and the satellite and this and that. And I was trying my hardest to be a good wife and not make my husband do it when he got home. And I did all that stuff, and I was so proud of myself. And I went to unlock the door, and I had locked us out. So, had to walk down to my grandparents, and I had to, ask them to let me call my mom. My stepdad had to come. So, needless to say, we had a huge mess. Okay, so what?
That's so pretty.
Oh, so what I'm doing is I'm just mixing all of these colors together. I need you to imagine, just for a second, a bride telling me or buying her wedding colors and making this board like this. Say her colors are, mine were, I used way too much.
Can we go get you another paper towel?
No. Anyways, my colors were burnt orange and brown. Can you imagine using these colors to mix and match and use your color palette to make a board like this to sit like on the entryway of your reception or anywhere at your ceremony? I mean, I used way too much. Look at that. Way too much. But I don't have an empty container to put this in. This is the first time that I've really done a whole board like that. Okay, so now that I have it off, you want to make sure that when you're pulling a transfer, that you are pulling. Okay, hold the board down.
Here, you hold this side, Amelia.
Nothing like having little helpers. So you do not want to pull on a diagonal, because if you are familiar at all with textiles, if you pull at a diagonal, you're going to stretch your fabric. So just pull with it.
Goodness, this is hard to pull.
Oh
goodness.
my gosh. Look how pretty that is.
Can I do one? On that big.
Oh, look, look, look. Look how pretty that turned out. I am so excited about that. I had an idea and I just wanted to pull that and just see if those colors would mix together. As you can see, I'm glad that I brought in that blue and had the ink instead because that really set it off. Okay, on the order. Okay, great. All right, guys, so what do you think? Let me see if I can pull it up a little bit so that you can see the details.
It has a chalk Couture sticker on it.
Look how pretty that is.
Oh my goodness.
It's just perfect. It may be one of my favorite pieces so far. Christy, thank you. And you saw how easy it was. I literally just threw the chalk paste down haphazardly, didn't really care where it went. I mixed it all together. I'm going to be honest, I actually thought that maybe I had mixed it too much and it was just going to blend the colors entirely too much, but I am loving the way that this turned out.
I really like that.
You really like that? Okay, guys, so just as a reminder, you are able to purchase these transfers and all of the ink all of the chalks and the inks that I use. And you, hold on just a second. I'll let you do that. Okay, never mind. Go out, BB. Go out. Go out. Go out. Go out. Go out. Sorry. Sorry about that. It's the mom life, right? So, you are able to purchase any of the transfers that you see me using and the chalk paste. We also have chalk ink now that you can use on fabrics.
What she was about to lay
And
down.
you can heat set them and make them perfect. Can you let her out, please? So this is the mom life and the bulldog owner life. It's all about trying to balance everybody. So please let me know if there is any transfer that you see. When you look on my site, it's in the upper corner. If you go on my site and see something that you want and you have questions about, please let me know. And I will, thanks Lindsay. I really like the way it turned out too. It's definitely different than just straight colors. So, that is what I have to show you guys tonight. If you have somebody that is getting married and you aren't really interested in making the board for them, I do make custom boards. So if it's something that you would like to get them for a wedding present, please let me know. Just contact me and I can let you know what colors I have. If I do not have the colors that they are going with for their wedding, I'm happy to get them and let's make beautiful things together. So thank you guys so much. Have a great night. Message me if you have any questions.